This is the story of From Everything to Nothing and Back by Mairi Speirs. It's a story set in the 1960s around the two sides of adoption. One, the mother's story, and the other side, the adoptive parents. What choice? Lying soaking in the bath, I tortured myself over what happened to my child. Did she carry a romantic notion that perhaps I'd been too poor to look after her? Certainly anyone who could afford a passage from Britain to Ceylon at that time was indeed financially secure. Did my child think I paid to remove all traces of her? She would be so wrong. I knew from others that to remove all traces of my atrocity, money would be donated to the mother and baby home to pay for my lodgings and to keep the baby until it was adopted. My family, not me, wanted to remove all traces of my little Mafalda. Despite my pleading, they managed to do just that. But it was 1960s Britain, not 21st century Britain. The decisions were taken out of my hands, and I had brought shame on my family. I was not to know at that point that things would never be the same again for me. On days like this, I can so easily recall those painful memories of that unborn life growing within me, despite all my efforts to bury these thoughts deep in my subconscious. I can't understand that. How is it possible? I have worked so hard over the years trying to erase that time in my life, to put the past behind me, to move on, but it will not go. It is always there. It hurts and it's so painful. And then you have the other side of the story from the adoptive parents' perspective. They also had their own difficulties in terms of coming to terms with not having children of their own and having to make that decision to adopt. Little Mafalda was given a new name once her adoption was finally completed. Zoe, meaning new life, Maria, according to the Catholic faith, after the Virgin Mother of God, and Anderson, her new family's surname. She'd lived in a children's home for some time in the hope that a Catholic couple would adopt her. But couples tended to want small babies, not young children. And it was not easy to blend a Ceylonese baby into a family. The social worker knew that Mafalda was not going to be an easy child to place for adoption. So it was decided she would have to be moved to a unit for older children in the north of England. Luckily for her, a kindly nurse in the home became fond of her and interacted with the little one during her time there. Once Sam and Maria accepted that they were unable to have children of their own, they wasted no time in applying to adopt. They agreed they would consider an older baby if necessary. After several months and many interviews, the social worker told them about Mafalda, and he went to visit her at her home. From the minute they set eyes on her, they wanted Zoe to be their first and eldest child. Like all young children, she took a little while to settle, but Sam and Maria were determined to help her in every way possible. The social worker had told them there was a strong Portuguese connection in Zoe's background, as Ceylon had strong Portuguese influences. Before she finally arrived to live with them, they travelled to one of the large department stores in the city to buy the best of bedding for her little cot. Immediately Maria found herself drawn to a beautiful baby cover. She did not know why, yet when she touched it, she noticed that the label said it was a Portuguese easy care satin-bound cover. Somehow that felt comforting in a strange way. And my book's been possible to bring to life with the help of Kim and Sinclair in Indie Author World, along with Christine, who edited it. I will always be grateful for the fact that I managed to bring it to fruition, and I'm currently working on my second book, The Ebb and Flow of the Chromosome Trick, which I plan to have edited and published as soon as it's ready to go forward. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.